Society equates power with being the loudest in the room, demanding obedience through aggressive dominance and shattering anyone who resists. But force has a predictable side effect. The moment you corner someone, their ego flares up, triggering a biological instinct to push back against the pressure. This creates a cycle of exhausting maintenance. Forced loyalty is fragile. It requires constant surveillance, and eventually leads to resentment or direct betrayal. The high-level strategy suggests a different path. It ignores the loud, visible struggle and asks what happens when control involves no external force at all. This shift moves the focus from breaking a will to designing an environment where that will is surrendered voluntarily. It is the practice of psychological architecture. Construction begins by surveying the target's psychological landscape, identifying the specific pressure points that dictate their behavior. Weaponized empathy functions as a diagnostic tool. It bypasses compassion to create a cold, objective map of a target's deepest fears and unmet needs. In a workplace, ordering a colleague to take on a grueling project creates immediate friction. They see a taskmaster, not a partner. Alternatively, asking for their unique strategic vision on that same project changes the dynamic. You are speaking directly to their need for importance. Targeted flattery provides the specific validation the target craves. By feeding their ego, you create a sense of alignment that makes your objective look like their opportunity. As they become preoccupied with this new sense of value, their suspicion fades. By addressing their insecurities first, you create an opening where they are ready to accept the choices you provide. Once the target is receptive, the architect replaces direct commands with a set of carefully framed options. Presenting multiple pathways satisfies the target's internal need for autonomy. To them, the act of selecting a direction feels like an exercise of free will. While the paths look distinct, the environment is engineered so they all terminate at the same point. The freedom is in the journey, but the destination is fixed. The target commits to a path they believe they discovered, unaware that every available option was designed to serve your specific interest. Because the choice felt independent, the target becomes the primary defender of the outcome. They will fight for the result because they believe it was their own original idea. Effective deception remains undetected because it aligns with a reality the target is already eager to believe. When the interaction concludes, the target leaves with the impression that they led the negotiation and successfully convinced you to see things their way. Every decision and concession made by the target was bending quietly toward your specific objective without them ever noticing. Maintaining this control requires total discretion. The architect never reveals the design or explains the true intent until the victory is final. Mastering this architecture ends the need for force. You stop fighting for obedience and instead build a world where others willingly serve your design, thinking it was their choice all along.